Greetings, Japan fans. In today's show, we're going to look at some leadership skills you need for COVID-19. Maishu, arigatou gozaimasu, and welcome back to the Leadership Japan series. I'm your host in Tokyo, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guy, and the president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan, best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery and Japan Business Mastery. We are broadcasting around the world from Minato-ku in the center of Tokyo, the leadership capital of Japan. Well, in this podcast, I try to bring insights, examples, and experience about leading in Japan, especially lately in this lockdown situation. We're in COVID-19 lockdown situation. We're all in trying to find content that hopefully will help people a little bit navigate their way through this crisis. I am doing podcasts every day, and Mondays I do the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show podcast, Tuesdays the Presentation Japan series, Wednesdays the Sales Japan series, Thursday is this one, the Leadership Japan series, and Fridays the Japan Business Mastery Show. Well, we have a handy Japanese phrase to get into before we get going. Now, these phrases are very short and they're incredibly informal, and I do not recommend you ever using these with a client. So the next one we're going to do is asking why. So if someone tells you something and you want to ask them, well, why? Why did you do that? Then you say, どうして? 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 Remember, this is very informal. Why did you move out of your apartment? どうして? どうして? They just told you they've moved out. You say, どうして? どうして? They just broke up with their partner, their girlfriend or boyfriend. どうして? どうして? They're going to be transferred by their company. どうして? 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 Very informal, friends only. Never, ever use that with a client. A client will absolutely have a meltdown if you speak to them like that. Okay, so this is episode number 358. 358. Today we're talking about 8 ninja leadership skills for COVID-19. Many leaders get to the top because they are very smart, technically skilled people with broad experience and high levels of competence in their area of speciality. In Japan, they often become the leader because they have been with the company for a certain number of years or have reached a certain age and stage. Scary thought that, isn't it? In our collective COVID-19 world, whether you are a legend in your area of speciality or just of a certain chronological age, the leadership skills we need today are going to be different from the previous normal. Here are 8 ninja skills to help us shine as capable leaders in lockdown. Number 1, arousing the other person an eager want. Leaders want stuff. Their bosses want stuff too. That often means we are telling people what to do, how we want it, and when we want it. Reflect on this last week for you. Does that summarise your monologue of late? Leaders with better communication skills express desired outcomes in ways which resonate with the highest self-interests of their team members. The team consequently become willing disciplines to carry out the required task rather than galley slaves being whipped to ramming speed. Number 2, become genuinely interested in other people. The boss-staff divide usually means we don't get into the detail of people's personal lives. But in this COVID-19 situation, we need to appreciate the staff members' home work environment more and limitations therein. That is best done in a caring, non-manipulative manner that communicates, I am genuinely concerned about you and how you are doing. Number 3, become a good listener. Be a good listener. Encourage others to talk about themselves. Bosses have a lot they want done, and can be spending all their time online telling people what the boss wants and consequently what they need to do. Covid-19 is not a boss free pass to nag or micromanage the team. Have you become a nag without knowing it? Find out how people are doing it, what their issues are, by letting them talk and then listen carefully. Number 4, talk in terms of the other person's interests. This is similar to number 1. If we recorded your conversations and create a transcript, what will we find there? A long list of things you want done and now? Our teams are always much more interested in their own interests, and so we need to frame what needs to be done in a way which resonates with their desired outcomes. Are you doing this? Find out more when we come back from the break. Today's show is being brought to you by our live online public courses, but we also do custom in-house programs. We do these in Japanese and English. Today's show is sponsored by a number of live online training sessions. We have a free Managing Stress training on May the 8th. Also free How to Present Online, May 14th. We have an Adjust to Change public program, May 15th. We have a free Building a High-Performing Virtual Team session on May the 27th. Now, our website will have details on all these programs. Go there, enjapan.dalekenny.com. You can email me at greg.story@dalekenny.com. If you like by learning through watching video, we've got 960 over there at Japan Dale Kenny TV on YouTube. We release 2 TV shows every week. On YouTube, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's the premier business show on Japan every Monday, Tokyo time, and Fridays we have the Japan Business Mastery Show. Don't forget, get my books, Japan Sales Mastery and Japan Business Mastery. Get both of those on Amazon. Welcome back. Number 5. Show respect for the other person's opinion. Never say you're wrong. In times of crisis, it is easy to slip into the uncompromising general pattern style of leadership. Do what I say. This military model works well in combat, but we are a scrappy people's militia, conscripted to stay home to fight the virus. We want to be heard, so don't start bossing us around, sunshine, by pulling a rank and thinking your every decision is perfect. Number 6, try to honestly see things from the other person's point of view. Diversity is trumpeted by companies as a good thing, except when something like COVID-19 hits and we want a lockstep for the duration of the lockdown. The team's home situations can have tremendous diversity, so we cannot be forcing square pegs into round holes. Different views have to be understood and why. Are you doing that? Or are you continuing to crash through? Number 7, begin with praise and honest appreciation. We forget that our people are operating under stringent conditions at home, trying to wrestle their domestic situation into some format that allows them to work in a location never designed for it. We might make the mistake of thinking that is what they are getting paid for, or that this is their job. That would be a very tone-deaf leader for today's work reality, I would say. We need to appreciate that they are operating in ways never encountered before. We should be praising people instead of barking out commands. Sounds simple, right? Well, how much praise have you given your people this last week? Number 8, ask questions instead of giving direct orders. Barking out orders like a pirate captain is easy. The issue is nobody likes that. We are much better to suspend the command deluge and replace it with seeking opinion, experience, advice on aspects of the current situation and how best deal with it. Yes, you may have an idea or two on what to do, but one of the team may have a better idea. By the way, buddy, how many COVID-19s have you been through before? None? That is right. So ask other people's opinions because you have no monopoly on knowledge or insight in this situation. Dale Carnegie's human relations principles really hit the mark in these trying times. Your leader ninja soft skills must come to the fore now to galvanize the team behind you. Action steps: 1, arouse in the other person eager want. 2, become genuinely interested in other people. 3, be a good listener. Encourage others to talk about themselves. 4, talk in terms of other people's interests. Number 5, show respect for the other person's opinion. Never say you're wrong. Number 6, try honestly see things from the other person's point of view. 7, begin with praise and honest appreciation. Number 8, ask questions instead of giving direct orders. Joining the Leadership Japan series. If you found the program useful, then please tell your family, friends and colleagues. Don't forget to rate, review, subscribe and share this podcast. Remember, you can contact me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Lots of great stuff on our website, injapan.dalecarnegie.com. Until the next episode, take what you thought's valuable, put it into action. Work out how to survive Covid-19. Stay home, stay safe. Help your team to survive this as well. You're the leader. They're looking to you for leadership. Don't let them down. Don't let yourself down. Lead from the front. Listen to what I've just talked about and these 8 principles. Apply these. You will be doing a super job as their leader. Stay safe and let's meet again next week.